Please select a mission.
The agent that the CIA had working for them inside OKB-0 has gone missing. We've been given the job of finding and extracting him. The target learned of XOF's plans to use vocal cord parasites and had hidden himself with the CIA's Mujahideen allies. But following Skullface's death, the Soviets retook OKB-0 and all contact with the target was lost. He may have tried to go back to OKB-0, but even Langley isn't sure what's going on. After all, they've never even learned of Skullface's plan. That's probably what they want to get out of the man once he's extracted. But we can't allow Langley to learn of the existence of the vocal cord parasites. That's why I want you to bring the target out, boss. Once we have him, we can report him dead and keep him on base. All contact with Langley is being conducted through a cutout. Our reputation should remain intact. As for the reward, it's already in the hands of the cutout. All you have to do is get the job done. Just like always.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
Find and extract the missing CIA agent. The target was laying low with the friendly Mujahideen during the vocal cord parasites incident, but may have headed back to OKB-0 after the Soviets recaptured it. Check the target's VI on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
Good dog.
Sun will rise momentarily. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Vehicle drop complete. Clouds approaching. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Where are your friends? Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that. It's no good, boss. Attacking like that won't cut it. Aim somewhere else. Or change to a different weapon.
Analysis complete.
Это КП, понял. Будьте начеку. Выкройте врага. Конец связи.
Stay. Extract!
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Никто не обнаружен. Прием.
Enemy presence detected.
Это КП,
The
понял.
map has been
Оставайтесь
updated.
начеку. Конец связи.
Speak. Where are your friends? Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Fulton him! Extract!
You gotta extract him.
The map
Subject
has
on
been
board.
updated.
Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
Extract! Go get him!
Okay, subject is in. Emmerich didn't go with depleted uranium for Sahelanthropus' armor because of its strength. He had nukes in mind. Exactly. It's meant to use its body as the fuel component for a nuclear weapon. Sahelanthropus uses built-in uranium enrichment Archaea to melt its own body and extract uranium-235 from the depleted uranium in its armor. Those Archaea perform the enrichment in an extremely short time. The concentration jumps by a factor of several hundred, from 0.2% to over 90%. The end result being highly enriched weapons-grade uranium. Sahelanthropus' body itself becomes a nuclear bomb. Emmerich says if it were to self-destruct, the nuclear yield would be somewhere in the region of 15 kilotons. Since you need about 50 kilograms of highly enriched uranium to trigger a nuclear reaction, that would mean Sahelanthropus contains something like 23 tons of depleted uranium. That's not very much. No, it isn't. That's about what you'd expect to find in a main battle tank's armor. The point is, it can be transported anywhere, even use its conventional weaponry on the battlefield. And the international community will never suspect a thing. I just received word from the R&D team and the transport team out of Afghanistan. They finished installing Sahelanthropus on the base. It's ours now.
All right. Don't let any of the staff touch that thing. Especially Emmerich.
Of course. That guy's crush on Sahelanthropus is beyond a joke. Guess he really wants to see his tech stand on its own two legs this time.
That's not gonna happen.
I know it. So you've got no plans to make it operational again?
Damn right.
Boss, I want to hear it straight from you.
Hear what?
What the hell do you want with that thing? The drive is busted. It's not like it has a nuke on board. Even if the metallic Archaea could turn it into a nuclear weapon, all it can do is self-destruct. We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid. Draw unwanted attention without even being a deterrent.
I know.
Element strut sank 2 feet under that thing's weight. That's 1 year's drop in a single night. We've started on reinforcing the strut, but there's no guarantee it'll hold up if a storm hits.
I know that too.
Boss,
It's a mark. Us Diamond Dogs, we don't have a country to call home. That means we have no past, nothing to prove that we lived. Every one of us threw it all away when we came here. Sahelanthropus is a symbol to show that the likes of us brought at least one crisis to its end.
a mark in history. So we can't just fade away.
It's of no practical use to us, but we still need it.
A symbol of what we've done. I'm glad I sounded you out on this. Snake, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you.
I don't need gratitude. I need security. Keep Emmerich away from that thing.
Roger that.
Boss, come in. Boss?
Boss, you need to extract the target alive. He might be able to tell us about what went on at OKB-0.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. You have arrived.
We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid.
Supply drop complete.
Оставайтесь там до ее прибытия. Конец связи.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That takes care of the squad searching for the target. Now you just need to extract him.
Analysis from the map has been updated.
Extract.
Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss.
Has been updated. The map has been updated. Marker placed.
Go, sir. What are the metallic archaea? Volcanic craters spewing sulfur. Water hot enough to boil your skin off. Ocean depths of 800 plus atmospheres. Wastelands radioactive enough to kill you where you stand. There are groups of organisms that survive despite. No. Because of living in such environments. I've heard about them. Extremo something. Extremophiles. By selecting certain species, then subculturing and repeatedly modifying them, I created a metallic offspring of pure archaea. They subsist on metals rather than organic matter.
And some of them even consume uranium?
Yes. Uranium enrichment archaea metabolize only uranium-235.
The map
As a result, they produce weapons-grade enriched uranium. How is that possible?
requested.
Consider how plants fractionate carbon
Analysis
isotopes
complete.
when they
Supply
conduct
drop
photosynthesis. Nature possesses abilities beyond our imagination.
So it was archaea that brought down your chopper?
Analysis
Corrosive
complete.
archaea, yes. They oxidize metals, feeding off the energy in the electrons they receive. What became of the wreckage?
We had the R&D team retrieve samples for study, and
Airtight plastic containers, of course.
Select a machine.
Prudent. We shall extract Archaea from it in good time. They should help you fight back against Blagana.
Will clear
Any chance we could
shortly.
start now? It doesn't have to be a lot.
Dispatched.
I might just have another use for them.
If it's only a small amount you need.
Dispatched.
That's fine. I'll get the R&D team to assist. Let's go. South Africa was previously suspected of developing nuclear weapons. It already had a conspicuous presence at the UN because of apartheid and its armed expansionism. But when neighboring Angola and Mozambique became socialist countries in '74,
Analysis
South
complete.
Africa felt hounded into a corner. So it accelerated its nuclear program to protect itself. 3 years later, the Soviets discovered a test facility, and 2 years after that, an American satellite observed a flash in the southern Indian Ocean. It said this was South Africa conducting a nuclear test with the help of a certain ally. Used the situation in South Africa to get this ally to lend a hand. They both wanted nukes, so it was a mutually beneficial relationship. On the surface, anyway.
I figure South Africa started getting serious about nuclear weapons production in '75. In '74, the government was still able to get by with bluffing that it had a nuclear arsenal. But the year after, word spread that an independent armed group in the Caribbean was crushed by Cypher for possessing a WMD. That's right, boss. What happened to you and your men was the reason South Africa decided to push ahead with nuclear development. A force independent of any country getting its hands on a nuke. That was a threat to the existence of countries everywhere. It wasn't just South Africa. Your presence pushed a lot of countries to get nukes. The world was scared of you. You were a threat to more than just the Cold War. If nations are gears in a machine, you have the power to
You gotta extract him.
and watch the whole world grind to a halt.
Caution. Stand clear.
Okay, subject is in. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
Тревога по всем постам. He's coming too. Roger that. Что случилось? Ответьте мне.
Development
Проблема.
complete.
Тревога по всем постам. You gotta extract him. АТКП, понял. Всем боевым группам
Outpost captured.
избавиться от чужака. Конец связи.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. This is Pequot. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by. This is Pequot. We can't land.
Has arrived. arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Gaining altitude. Departing. All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time. Boss, the target filled us in on what's been going on. He betrayed the Soviets, passing information to Langley, but got scared after learning XOF used the vocal cord parasites. Then came feelings of guilt that his leak sent comrades to their deaths, and fear that America might deploy such a weapon itself. But in reality, XOF and Langley don't have a collaborative relationship, and Skullface was not working for America. Still, I can't blame the man for being afraid. After laying low with the Mujahideen, he tried to cut his ties with the US and return to the Soviet military. But along the way, someone came after him, and he was forced back into hiding. Could have been remnants of XOF looking to silence him. And you know the rest. He doesn't seem to know much about the parasites, but nevertheless, it'd be too dangerous to hand him over to Langley or the Soviets. We'll keep him here as originally planned. Emmerich's finished development on that battle gear of his. Get back to Mother Base. Battle gear is an armored weapon developed to take on hostile bipedal weapon systems. Boss, we need evidence to prove our suspicions about Emmerich. Head to the central base camp in Afghanistan and recover that AI pod. It's time we purge Diamond Dogs of that traitorous parasite once and for all.
Please select a mission.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Boss, we need evidence to prove our suspicions about Emmerich. Head to the central base camp in Afghanistan and recover that AI pod. It's time we purge Diamond Dogs of that traitorous parasite once and for all.